Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dungeon Nytes, your weekly dose of D&D from us to you. Last time, we had a kind of a roller coaster of an episode. Yeah. We finally got to deliver Gotiruk his sword. His custom-made, party-contributed sword. And he loved it. And there was weeping, and there was emotion, and there was tears of rage. Amazing. Just
and a
amazing.
Confused bear.
And a totally confused bear. Totally confused bear. Tim the Bearman Taylor showed up to our stream last time. Anyway.
Tears of Rage.
Tears of Rage, brought to you by Gotiruk. Get yours today.
It's up today.
Yes. So then we went in and had a little talk with Edermath, who was housing Rydoth, and learned that there is some type of a former kind of spot where a battle of a dragon took place, and there might be a useful weapon there for the party should they go explore. We then had the laughs as some people decided to try out some new spells, who shall remain nameless, and transformed Bimir into a rabbit as they went to go see Sister Garela at the request of Sister Garela. More shenanigans ensued. Eventually Bimir was transformed back into his human self, but not before being charmed into thinking that Leif was his very best friend. Oh boy. The group did walk away with a bag of holding, though, so that was very, very exciting as a kind of a thank you for their efforts of rescuing Daislin and Norbus. And
Bimir walked away with a bag of holding.
Yeah, Bimir walked away with it.
I love where this is going.
Bimir didn't have it.
Walked around with it.
Did we give
Gotiruk still has
them their
possession of
stuff
it.
back?
Not yet.
They actually were supposed to arrange to come get their stuff, so I don't know if Bimir walked away with it.
Gotiruk still has.
Gotiruk
Pretty
still has
sure
it.
Gotiruk still has it.
Yeah.
And they need to come get their stuffs.
Good luck,
But
Bimir.
we ended on the cliffy-hangerest of cliffhangers, where Leif was asked by our good friend Halia to come and stop by the Miners' Exchange to talk to someone and potentially keep an open mind in doing so. And as Leif walked in to Halia's office and sat him down, he was met with a figure in dark attire that pulled back a cloak to reveal a green scale dragon mask, and said that he needed to talk with him on behalf of Lady Venomfang. And that is where we pick it up this week. I'm here on behalf of Lady Venomfang. Halia just kind of looks at you.
We told you who Lady Venomfang was, right? After the whole incident in Thunder Tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, but last time she cursed my name and was hoping to exact revenge upon me. So, what happened to that?
And you're going to see this person kind of give you a formal bow. Kind of back, kind of back bowed and arms extended, and then brings their hand up to their chest. Our Lady understands that it was very trying the last time that you met, and that things happened beyond your control, and she no longer harbors ill will towards you.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
Which is really weird for Leif to do, but this is confusing.
Insight away.
Seems to be telling the truth. I believe
Telling
it.
the truth as far as you know.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. I never really. Yeah, it was an interesting encounter. Did she want to meet in a certain location, like alone? Am I supposed to be with people?
That is for you to decide. She merely wishes to see if you are interested in an audience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine, but the other people I tend to travel with, I feel like it might end up a lot like last time if they go. So maybe it's best if I go alone. Does it matter if I decide to bring someone after I say this?
Not at all.
Okay. Well,
The lady merely wishes to speak with you. She believes that you have common interests in which you might be aligned.
all right. Sure. Where is the place to meet?
She says she will meet you at the proposed meeting place that you suggested when you first met.
I remember that. Okay. I have that in my notes somewhere, but that would have been DM. That was
Coneyberry.
Coneyberry. Yep. Just trying to find it. There it is. Coneyberry. Where the banshee is. Okay. Perfect. Did she have a set date, or just whenever I get to it?
She said that she will be there in 3 days' time and will stay there for 3 days' time.
And the travel last time, how far is that from Phandalin?
Like a day.
Okay. So, in 3 days. Okay. Yeah, I will. You can tell her that I will see her there. Do I need to? Do you know if she likes any gifts? Do I need to bring a gift? Do dragons like tea?
Lady Vang Vang is a mistress who likes all fine things. However, in this case, I believe the chance to speak with you is gift in of itself.
I'll see if I can get like a barrel of tea. But good to know. Kind of glances between the masked figure and Talia, like, okay then.
Haley's kind of like sitting back in her chair. She's very interested and intrigued in this conversation. She had no idea how this was going to go, and she goes, "So, Leif,
Yes.
I very much appreciate that you are willing to meet with," and she looks at the masked figure, Lady Venomfang. This could be a interesting move for us, both in Phandalin and also in our interests. Having Lady Venomfang aligned with us could be an extremely powerful alliance that could both keep Phandalin safe and also keep us secure. I'm very thankful that you're willing to go meet with her.
Yeah. I'm just glad that she doesn't want to stick me into a pit of poison and kill me. So, yeah.
The
Let's look it
masked
up.
figure looks at you. Not at all. There are some things that are more important than old feuds.
I'm glad. Between you and me, I kind of liked her.
Lady Vegamfang is magnificent. And is a wonderful creature to behold. You should feel lucky that she wishes to speak with you again.
I'll take that into account. Definitely.
And with that, the kind of hooded character is going to give Halia a nod and walk out of the room. As they walk out, they kind of brush their hand kind of openly towards you and hand you a small scroll.
Okay. I take the scroll.
And they continue to walk, and they are gone.
I'm pretty sure Halia probably saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't like that secretive. I guess before I open this, anything you had questions on, had to say? Kind of a lot.
As soon as the person leave, Halia's demeanor goes from kind of like inquisitive to almost like, in a word, giddy. You see kind of a smile come across her face, and it's different. Because Halia doesn't smile all that much. She's a very serious person.
I think the only time I last saw her smile was when she was drinking that one time.
And she gives you a similar smile. Oh, Leif, you have no idea how big this really is. Can you imagine, Leif? The Zentarum was able to have an agreement with a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. I know more recently now that typically that's usually a bad thing to have agreements with dragons of the chromatic variety, but I mean, business is business.
Well, we kind of have a big problem, a big white problem. I know you've been working on that.
Yeah.
How is all that going?
Well, we met the white dragon, and then it proceeded to almost kill us. We had just
met.
We left Axholm, came out, it landed in front of us after we were very exhausted, used all of the powers that we had that day, and then it decided to breathe ice on us.
She's going to kind of have a little bit of a change of demeanor when you mention Axholm. She's going to raise an eyebrow. Axholm, you say?
Mm-hmm.
To our knowledge, that was sealed away some time ago.
Yeah, not very well, actually. I honestly could just go on the other side of the gate and just push open the door.
What did you find in there?
Lots of undead dwarves, a banshee, and big spiders. And also a lot of really dirty chimneys.
What remains?
Half of the dirty chimneys, lots of gore, and besides that, just all the general dwarven materials are still there, like the forges and stuff, and rooms, but that's about it. It needs a lot of work.
Is it habitable?
Once you clean out all the undead bodies, yeah, it needs work, but it can be livable, yeah. There was surprisingly not a lot for a dwarven stronghold.
Well, it was abandoned long ago. Axholm's rumored not to be far from here. Is it far from here?
The day's travel when we did that was what, a day and a half, 2 days?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Direct shot from Phandalin's probably less than a day.
Okay. Yeah, around a day's travel. Do you have a map? I can mark it on the map.
Please. And she's gonna kind of reach onto one of the shelves that she has behind her and gonna pull out a map and kind of open it up on the table.
It's kind of about right here, in circles a rough idea of where he thinks it is.
That's actually fairly close. You realize what this means?
That Axholm's clear, and if the White Dragon comes, we can have civilians go there?
You're smarter than you look, Leif. You are smarter than you look. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Harbin about this, and we're definitely going to need to start preparations. Phandalin is expanding, and we are growing, and we are defensible in a sense, but we are still extremely vulnerable, and Axholm could be just the safe haven we need. Not just for this attack, but for any attack.
It would help. Does this form look dumb? I can look like other things.
No. Why
Okay.
would you say that?
Never mind.
Curious. Anyway, so tell me more about this dragon.
Well, she's a green dragon. She was kind of on the smaller side at the time.
No, the white dragon.
Oh, white dragon. Larger than the green dragon. Seems to be probably an adult white dragon around there. And I mean, outside of do you know a lot about white dragons or dragons in general?
I know some, but I'm curious to hear your take.
For the sake of brevity, I gotta go through the research I've done the past month and go over white dragons, kind of what they're like compared to other dragons and things like that.
This is all fascinating, Leif. Fascinating. I'm happy that you were able to best the beast and drive it off for the time being. We are continuing to get more and more reports of movement up north from various creatures to orcs to all kinds of things. I'll keep you updated as I know more, and maybe even post some things in the tavern.
What hurt?
She kind of looks like she all of a sudden zones out, and she's just deep in thought, just processing everything that you've told her.
While she's processing, Leif's just gonna unroll the scroll.
If when you unroll the scroll, you see it has a kind of a print on it, almost like you would imagine the sideways profile of a claw, and it spans the entire kind of length of this scroll. And written over the top of it is just text that says, welcome you in peace. I'll see you in Coneyberry.
Is it written in Draconic?
Yes.
Okay. Just rolls it back up.
Halia looks over. Anything important?
Not really, and just unravels it again and kind of shows it to her.
I can't read Draconic.
Oh, it says, welcome you in peace. I will see you in Coneyberry.
So much to think about, Leif. We are constantly expanding. Your tavern is doing well. The renown of Phandalin continues to grow. We've even got a couple new shops that are going to be interesting coming up. As soon as they come in, I will let you know. But I can tell you about one that I'm excited about. It's a magic shop.
Oh.
Rumored to be owned and operated by a very powerful group. I'll tell you when I know more. Having them here in Phandalin will be
useful,
valuable.
Speaking of magic items, I'm gonna go speak to a giant green dragon. Does anyone, or do you know anyone that possibly has something to help against poison? Not to have, just while I'm there.
Poison.
It'd be nice to not, things go bad and then deal with a bunch of poison.
I'll see what I can find. There might be something that someone has exchanged that could be
not to
useful.
keep, just while I'm there and back, I'll return it. And then if I die,
We are Zentarum. It is our duty to help each other, especially in these endeavors. And if you feel that will give you more confidence in your discussion with her, then that is something that I will do my best to fulfill for you.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
And she kind of zones off again, and after a minute of silence in the room, she goes, I'm sorry, Leif, I'm still just processing. I'm sure you have other things to do. That's all for today. I will contact you again if I'm able to find something to ease your mind and help you with some poison resistance.
I see. Thank you. I will probably be heading out in 2-3 days' time. So if I have to delay another day, I can. But yeah, I'd like to be there, somewhat prompt.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, I have a charmed Bimir to get to, and gets up.
She just kind of gives you a quirky look. Have fun.
It will be fun, and just leaves. It's back to the tavern, where my best friend is.
I'm gonna say it's been just about long enough to where you walk into the tavern and you've probably got about 2 minutes left before best friend turns into not best friend.
Okay. Where is everybody at?
That's a great question. Where is everyone?
Istiria would be outside
Okay.
checking the garden mushrooms.
I'm with Istiria.
Okay.
At the bar, getting lunch.
Bimir.
Bimir is excitedly waiting for you by the door.
Like a puppy dog?
Oh, Leif, you're back. I'm so glad. How did things go with Haley? I hope they went great.
It went really good. I'm glad that I'm back now.
Me too. Couldn't be happier. Can I get you a drink?
Sure. Let's go to the bar. Goes to the bar.
I'm just so excited. Droops at the bar and sees you both walking up.
Oh, hey guys. What can I get you?
You want some tea?
Yeah, I'll just have some tea, Droop.
Some tea for him and some tea for me, because I drink what he drinks.
Amir, are you okay?
I'm super great. How are you?
I say in Goblin, I charmed Bimir with magic.
And you see Droop's face kind of look at you, and he's like,
I don't know what he said, but you can trust it. Take it to the bank.
I'm sure I can. Okay, 2 teas coming up for you and your best friend.
and Droop just keeps giggling as he's walking away, walking into the kitchen.
He's in a good mood.
Yeah, he looked like he's in a good mood.
And at this point,
probably about this time. So Bimir, in a second, I think you're going to be a little mad at me.
How could I ever be mad at you?
And then it drops.
You son of a bitch. What the hell did you do to me?
I didn't.
I don't know
I
what
just
he did, but
ordered
he should do it
tea.
again.
You did order tea.
Droop's gonna come out.
Hey, here's tea for the 2 best friends.
Yeah. Best friends of all time.
I say in Goblin. He's no longer charmed.
And Droop's is gonna look at you.
No.
And he's just gonna put the tea up on the table, and he's gonna crawl behind the bar, and there's a little bar stool for him so that he can actually see over the bar, and he hops up and he just kind of puts an elbow on the counter and just looks like he's waiting for something to happen.
Gotiruk is nearby this too, right? You're at the bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just enjoying the show.
Sweet.
Dinner and a movie.
Just drink my tea and smiles. So Bimir, I know I charmed you, but you were yelling just to calm you down.
You turned me into a bunny.
You never saw me do this.
Did you turn me
pretty cute
into
as
a
a bunny.
bunny?
Did I turn you into a bunny? No,
Did
Bimir.
you?
I didn't turn you into a bunny. I'm not the only person that can do that. Istiria could probably do that. Rydolph could probably do that. I don't think Gotiruk could.
I've only seen one person cast polymorph.
Did you do it to
in
yourself?
this whole party. And I know that only one person charmed me after I didn't be a bunny anymore.
I did charm you.
We'll talk about this later.
No. Come on. It's just getting good.
Well, like I said, you were upset and yelling, so
You turned me into a bunny.
Did you really
Yeah.
turn him into a bunny?
I turned him into a bunny. That is true.
And
very
Droop's literally
cute.
gonna fall over in his chair and like hit his back on the floor, and he's just gonna keep rolling with laughter.
You were a super cute bunny. A little white fluffy tail, cute little wiggly nose.
What color bunny was he?
He was a little white fluffy bunny.
And he's just rolling. And he's literally just laying on his back behind the bar.
Man, I wish I could. Can you do it again? I want to pet Bunny Bimir.
Not today.
Bimir,
But,
can he?
I don't think Bimir wants
No.
me to have. No, I think Bimir doesn't want that
come
again.
on.
No,
take
we're
good
not
care
gonna
of
do that
you.
again.
I'll pet you. I'll give you food.
I could probably turn Gotiruk into a bunny.
Yoda, do you want to be a bunny?
Gotiruk does not want to be a bunny.
Oh.
You can flash him a look, like, try it.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Turn you into a bunny, Drew.
I have to say this.
Hmm?
Do not polymorph me into a bunny or anything else without asking me first.
In the future, that will be the case.
And also, no charming me ever.
We're kind of yelling
You charmed me
because you were yelling.
because you turned me into a bunny.
That is fair.
Fluffy bunny.
Little fluffy bunny. Yes.
Very fluffy.
Look, I was testing some new magics. It worked. It was hard. It was overall harmless. If you started to hop away into the distance, we'll just let it go. You also tried to bite me.
I wonder why.
You were a very angry bunny. For as cute as you were very angry.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Light finishes
Had
deep.
an emotional moment with freaking Gotiruk, and now I'll get turned into a bunny. Tate grabs his tea and starts angrily walking towards the stairs.
Thanks to him. Have a good night, Bimir.
Droop's gonna lean over the bar.
Go eat a carrot.
I do like carrots.
Droop's gonna lean over the bar.
Hey, Leif.
Yes.
Can you turn him into a bunny again?
No.
Oh.
If maybe Ashin will want to be a bunny.
Maybe Ashin would want to be a bunny.
You'd have to ask him. I'm not going to
Where's
do that.
Ashin?
With... He's should be outside. I believe that him and Istiria were going to go see mushrooms.
Huh. I didn't see him come in.
I can't do it today again though. It's a lot of magic to use in one day.
He doesn't even hear. He's just gone. He like
Over.
takes off through the back door and runs out back. And you just like Istiria and Ashin, you both just see the back door just erupt open.
Hey, hey, Ashin. Hey, Ashin. Hey, Ashin. Hi, Istiria.
Hey,
How are you?
hey, take a breath.
She's just tending to the soil, looking at him like, what in the hell?
Hey, Ashin. I got a question.
What?
Can you let Leif turn you into a bunny like he did to Bimir? So I can hold you and pet you and you can be really fluffy and I can feed you carrots?
No.
Oh. Hmm. Istiria?
Istiria likes to turn into different animals.
Sometimes.
I mean, I never got to... I get to pet the bear, but a bear's not a little bunny. You can't pick up a bear and hold it in your hands and pet it and play with its little fluffy ears and feed it little fruits and it's cutie looking.
Drew.
They have cute little rabbit poops.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah?
Can we turn you into a bunny?
I didn't even think of that. I could be a cute bunny.
For a
I've
little
never
while.
been cute ever.
Oh, my heart. So sad.
He literally is going to just turn around and bolt right back inside. And he's going to try and find Leif. Are you still at the bar?
I'm just sitting at the bar next to Gotiruk, and I was just like looking at Gotiruk like, yeah, I did that.
Leif, you're going to hear...
Hey, Leif, can you turn me into a bunny? I want to be cute.
You're already cute. But yeah, I could turn you into a. Not today, but I can do that about like once or twice a day. I've already kind of done that today. I probably could tomorrow.
Okay.
And you see him just like skulk back behind
I
the
look at-
bar and
I
hop
look
up
at my-
on his chair.
I look at my sorcery points. Hold on. Droop, do you really want to be a bunny for a bit?
I think it would be the best day ever.
While you're doing that,
Yep.
we're going to go to Ashin and Istiria in the garden.
Checking the soil, seeing if the mushrooms took to the new soil. Her little experiment.
DM,
Mhm.
can I make a perception check to see if there are any wild bunnies nearby?
Oh, God.
Sure. That's part of your abilities. That's one of your abilities. You would know from... Yeah, we'll say that.
It's
Sure.
a 17.
Yeah, you would know that around Phandalin that there are tons of wild game and small game, including rabbits.
I would like to hunt a rabbit.
Trap it or hunt it?
Hunt it.
Okay. Well, that's going on.
This
I
just got dark.
Yep. He's a Gloomstalker. What do you expect? I burn 2 second-level sorcery slots and 2 first-level sorcery slots to get 6 sorcery points back. And I burn those 6 to get a 4th-level slot back. And I look at Droop. Droop, do you want to be a bunny?
Yeah,
Are you done with everything at the bar today, or it can only last for an hour?
it doesn't matter.
Okay. Do you want us to get you some carrots or anything before you turn to a bunny, or?
I just want to be a cute, fluffy bunny.
Okay. Up on the counter.
And he just like scrambles up on the counter He's
going
like, ha! With his arms out. He's like ready.
I'm going to
Bunny me.
use a 4th level spell slot and cast Polymorph on Droop to turn him into a little cute fluffy bunny.
Droop all of a sudden starts to kind of collapse in on himself as the air around him begins to sizzle and his body just gets smaller until he is a little green bunny. And now we're going to go back to Ashin in Istiria. And Ashin, as you're kind of trying to sense if you can sense any bunnies around, you do pick up that there might be a bunny inside.
What would? No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I'm just saying, you sense that there's a bunny inside. Istiria, give me a roll.
Just a roll?
A roll. We'll call it a nature check.
Uses intelligence.
17? Or a nature check. Hold up. 19.
Nice.
You take a look at the mushrooms that you planted before, and you're trying to get a sense as to whether or not they're taking or not. As you look closer, you see that you've been able to kind of successfully plant them. They don't seem to be multiplying at this point, but they have certainly taken some kind of root in the dirt.
That's progress, I guess. She looks at Oisin. What are you doing?
I kind of wanted to have some rabbit stew for dinner.
After Droop was talking about wanting to be turned into a bunny, you're gonna have rabbit stew.
I've been thinking about it since I saw Bimir as a bunny. Like, I really want rabbit stew. I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
Let's go.
There's a bunny inside.
Yeah, probably Droop.
I'm not gonna turn Droop into bunny stew.
Okay. I'm sure there's other places to find rabbits.
You're not wrong. Let's go inside.
Go inside.
You walk inside, and you see at the bar it sits Leif and Gotiruk, and there on the bar top is a green, cute, fluffy bunny.
Mm.
And it is just like hopping around in circles, as happy as can be.
Where's Bimir?
He found out that I charmed him, and he angrily went upstairs.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, Droop is a bunny.
When Droop's gonna like be bouncing around, he's gonna see you, and he is going to leap at you, Oisin.
I will catch him.
Give me a dex check. Let's see if you do.
That's a 9?
He sees you and jumps at you, and you only just kind of catch out of the corner of your eye that he decides to jump at you, and you like half fumble him, and he ends up like crawling up your shoulder, and you're like, hot, 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 and he kind of goes around your hood and just sits in your hood. You feel
gonna,
soft
like-
little bunny nibbles on the back of your
Like,
neck.
I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna grab him, like by the scruff of his neck, and pull him out of my hood, and set him down on the floor.
You just gonna see him look up at you. And he's gonna
And
reach
then-
up and put his little paws up on your shin.
I'm gonna put the carrot that I tried to feed Bimir earlier into his mouth.
You just see him take the little bunny paws and just grab the carrot and hunch over and just start nom-nomsing.
So I have something that belongs to Bimir. Would anybody like to come with me so that I could return something to him that he gave me earlier today?
What did he give you?
Oh, oh. I'm gonna reach my hand into my pocket and pull out the scat that he pooped in my hand earlier, and I'm gonna open it up. This.
I'm just
Those are-
gonna stay down here
those are rabbit
and
pellets.
read my book. You
Yep.
have fun.
Yep, he pooped. So I'm gonna give it back because it's his, and he needs to take care of it.
But Bimir's already kind of had a day.
I know.
I'm really just gonna literally and metaphorically crap on it.
Definitely not gonna miss this one.
Istiria just sits down at one of the tables, opens her book, and starts reading some more of the journal while they're
I
doing
go
their thing.
I go pick up Bunny Droop and with the carrot so we can keep he can hold it. And I go and take him over to Istiria and set him gently in her lap. It lasts for an hour.
Let's just pet the droop bunny as she reads.
Droop seems to like kind of lean into you a bit and kind of hunker down and elongate a bit, still holding this carrot and nomsing away.
Now there's a couple things, Ashin, if you really want to do this, I can help you. Bimir's not going to like me after this. Even more. But one, I can look like anyone. Or two, so you can blame someone else. Or two, I mean, I could literally just waltz into his room and then leave, and he never knew I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you put it on his desk? Like
Yeah.
in a little pile, all
Uh-huh.
neat. Here you go.
Gets like, is there like a napkin or anything around?
I mean, you're in a bar, sure.
Put it in the napkin.
It's. Yeah, I'll put it like in a napkin and hand it
Thank
to
There's a
him.
couple cloths behind the bar.
I'm gonna go up to Bimir's room. And I do have on my possession I just want to read this spell really quickly so I'm not giving Bimir a fair shake at this. Okay, how big are the rooms roughly?
I mean, they're a standard kind of size room. I mean, that's not true. It's a standard size rooms. They're probably a good,
Like 10 foot by 10 foot or something? Or
yeah, more like an 8 by 15. They're pretty
Okay.
long rooms, but they're not terribly wide.
okay. I'm going to go up and then is Bimir's door closed or cracked or what's it looking like, Bimir?
Closed.
Okay. I'm going to try to. I'm looking at him like, oh, before I get Sheen for this. It's okay. I'm going to try to stealthily check to see if it's locked.
Walk. I've.
Oh, did you follow me?
I'm gonna follow him up, and I can't subtly cast,
Okay.
but I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on myself and Leif.
Okay. So we get plus 10 to our stealth checks on this. All right. Yeah. I guess I'll just test to see if if it's locked.
Would you like me to roll stealth as well?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I want to watch this from downstairs.
That is a 25.
And for Sheen, it is a 27.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's no point in even rolling.
So sorry.
No, you're
Um,
not.
Yes, the door is locked.
Door is locked. Okay. I can can I see inside? Is there like a peephole or anything, or like not a peephole, like a keyhole that I could see inside?
Not
Is
that
there
it
a
goes
way-
all the way through, but sure.
Is there like a way that it's like peek under the door? Is there any way to like see inside the room?
I mean, no.
Okay, cool. I look at I poke Ashin and point to the doorknob and say and just like mention it's locked.
I'm gonna like.
So you,
I don't have a lockpick.
you
So
can't pick locks.
yeah, I need to get a thieves' tools.
An idea. I go ahead and I take the dagger out of my belt. I set it on the ground, right in front of his door, and I like mentioned for Ashin to like back up. Just keep backing up.
I back up.
Like I basically do it till you're like 15 feet away.
What's the range on my pass without trace?
30 feet.
Yeah, so I back up.
Like I basically tell you like 15 feet and I stop you, and then I use my wonderful feature of Shadow Magic Sorcerer and cast Darkness with 2 sorcery points, and I can see through the magical darkness, but it's not going through the door. And then I knock on Bimir's door.
Go away.
I shape change my voice to be Istiria's voice. Bimir, I need to talk to you. Knocks again.
Not right now.
Bimir, it's kind of
Just gonna
important.
look up the stairs, like.
There's a darkness orb up there. Bimir, it's kind of important.
At this point, the whole entire tavern is like looking up at the darkness.
This darkness orb, yeah.
Well, it's probably covering a good portion of the tavern.
It's 15-foot radius, yeah, it's pretty big. Are you responding to the other time I knocked, or?
Oh no. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said, Bimir, it's kind of important.
How important?
Just we need to have a talk. It's about Ashin.
Look. I'm sorry I pooped in his hand. He'll forgive me, I promise.
It's not about that. We need your help.
How could you possibly... Go get up. And go over and unlock the door. And open it.
As he opens it, the room floods with darkness.
He closes it.
Well, he wants to push in with a Misty Step. He's gonna Misty Step into the room.
Roll initiative.
That's fair. I'll take that. I was preparing to Misty Step in when you opened the door,
Roll initiative, I love it.
If you were prepared, that's fine.
but I mean that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for you to open it and I Misty Step in because it's dark.
Okay.
Into the room. It's still just filled with darkness. And then
Mir still shuts the door.
Yep.
And it's still dark.
Yep.
Are we rolling initiative? I think we need to roll initiative. This
Yeah,
is
sure.
this is fantastic. Let's do it.
Oh no.
That is an 8.
I need this in life.
I would like to enter this initiative count, please.
It's a 9.
That's
Okay.
one faster than me. Actually, wait, hold on. Can I actually
Well,
have a thing for
Ashin, you
this.
can't see through the
Make it-
darkness, but you want to be part of this?
I do.
Okay.
I actually am going to re-roll that.
On what grounds?
I have a ability called Magical Guidance.
Oh god. So that's an 8 for me.
Oh, damn, I
Nice.
thought it was...
I have so I have Magical Guidance where I can spend a sorcery point to when I make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point. I believe initiative is considered an ability check.
How many sorcery points do you have?
1 left because I burnt my
Everything on Droop, yeah.
Yeah, and I burnt a couple extras for some extra sorcery points as well, and I used 2 sorcery points to do this. So I have 1 sorcery point left, which I was doing for subtle spell, but now we're doing it for this.
Let's see this roll.
Here we go.
Do you have 1 point left after this?
No, after this I'm gone. I have no more sorcery points. Unless I burn them. So I'm now
Well.
out. But that was a 12.
You go first.
Okay. I poof into the room with Misty Step. I place the poop on his desk, and I attempt to run out past him.
So you're well within your movement to do so.
Mhm.
However,
He's kind of in the doorway.
he is in the doorway.
Yep.
And because you're now on opposite sides of this fight, you are not allowed to move through his space.
Could I do like an acrobatics check between his legs or something? Or just or like just push past him?
Let me look up darkness real quick.
Okay.
Because I know they can't see, but I don't believe that it prevents you from being able to hear or perceive other things.
No, he can totally do that. He can perceive anything. Like auditorily.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel me push past him.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say Bimir can hear this. Let's go for this first. Let's try this first. I would like you to. I'm gonna give Bimir a perception check.
But to know that Leif's there.
Yes. To see whether or not you heard Leif.
Or someone. But yeah.
Or heard someone.
I think the stealth check though was 25 for me.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah,
Mhm.
great.
Bimir, you're really caught off guard by this darkness. Leif, I will allow you to make an acrobatics move.
Okay.
Well, the door is also not all the way open.
I know.
Oh, you
I just opened it a crack before the darkness erupted, and
This is going to be a very high DC.
so you've got to open the door the rest of the way.
Is it higher than 22?
No,
Okay, so I can't make it if it's higher than that. So just wondering.
it is not higher than 22.
Okay. This is the one time I really hope this works out. Nope, that's a 5.
So, Leif, you being able to see in this darkness,
Yep.
like, think
I'll
that
throw
you're
it open more,
aces
so.
because you misty step in, you place the poop on the desk. At this point, Bimir still seems to be like trying to focus on getting this door shut, and you are gonna attempt this awesome like sideways dive to try and get through this door, and you ultimately end up head first straight into the door, and you drop right at Bimir's feet.
Cool. If I like, is my like arm through the door or something?
No,
Okay.
you straight up biffed this one, Bubba.
Perfect.
Bimir, you weren't able to hear anything happening around you, and as you're trying to shut this door with this darkness being what it is, you all of a sudden hear and perceive this vibration both on the door. In fact, I'm going to say that you hitting the door actually shuts the door,
Perfect.
and you feel this vibration on your, like, right below your feet. Now, does him shutting the door negate the darkness?
So I was
Is
really
it the
confused.
point?
If there's, it goes darkness spreads around corners.
Right.
So if there's like a crack under the door, it technically would have.
Okay.
But
It's
That's-
feasible that this is not airtight, so I'm okay with that. All right, so the door shuts. At least door's shut. You're at his feet. Bimir, it's your turn.
Well, I mean, the darkness follows him, though, right?
I mean, it was on the dagger that I had. I cast it on my dagger.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Would Bimir have opened the door if the darkness was already in his room?
That's why I was confused too. So it seemed like there was no
No.
darkness on her side.
No.
Would
I
you
mean,
open the door to
I
try
could
to
have
figure out what the
cast it
hell's
on the
going
dagger.
on?
You can hide the dagger, and there's no darkness doesn't go out if you're covering it.
It's fine. If it's on you, then it's still darkness. It's fine. We're still good. We're covered in darkness.
Okay.
Because we'll say the dagger is on Leif. Leif is the source of the darkness. Leif is stuck in a room with a shut door at Bimir's feet. Bimir.
Leif, that's you. You have 3 seconds to drop this darkness before you get exploded.
Don't say anything.
And he is going to ready a spell.
Okay.
For... Let's see.
If it's site-based, doesn't work in here.
Yeah. He's okay. He's going to lean back. He's going to move and basically lean back on the door and draw his sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to rearrange.
It's fine.
That happened.
Cat at
We're
the
good.
end.
We're good. Fixed it.
Cool. So you're just waiting there.
Yes.
Is there a window in Bimir's room?
Yes.
Cool. Going to use.
No, it's not your turn.
He just said he was just gonna wait on the door.
Well,
Oh, it's Ashin. Ashin's an initiative.
Finn's turn.
That's right.
It's Ashin's turn.
You're muted.
Ashin, you muted.
You're muted.
Hearing the commotion on the other side of the door and not being able to see it, I'm going to fumble my way towards the door.
Lock.
Ashin, give me
What's going on?
Give me a perception check.
Well, it's not dark out there.
It is. It goes right
It
to the
is.
door.
Well, no, we're saying that it wasn't dark on the other side of the door. Bimir
Oh,
would
okay,
open
cool.
the
So
door.
now it's dark inside the room.
So now it's
okay,
dark
that's
inside the
Oh.
room.
I'm just
But-
going to go to the door then,
Yes.
and I'm going to knock. Be like, what's going on? I saw darkness out in the hallway.
You can respond. Bimir, if you want to.
Don't even.
Don't even what?
There's something in here.
There's something in there? I'm coming in.
No.
I'm going to make an attempt to open the door.
Well, the door was not locked after it was open. So
Leaning
the
on it,
door's
though.
unlocked. So you would need to have a strength contest against Bimir to be able to get in through the door.
This
I
is
will
so
roll.
convoluted for rabbit poop.
Your fault.
Right?
I mean, that looks cocked to me.
Looks like a 5 to me.
It does, but it looks cocked on the dice roller.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
cocked.
no.
You can re-roll it.
Oh my god.
It is.
I'm the joy.
That's a 6.
I think it helped. Man, Bimir brought his strong pants today.
It's like, no.
Ashin, you go to break through the door and you meet stiff resistance. Bimir, you
Let me
feel
in!
this push at your back and you like dig back in and prevent him from coming in.
Is everything okay?
You can respond if you want.
He doesn't want to.
Nothing.
Nope.
Look, I'm trying to help. Let me in.
Right.
turn.
All right.
Leif, it's back to you.
There's a window in his room.
There is a window in his room.
I go over to the window and I cast Misty Step and go outside.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
It's 30 movement,
Okay.
and Misty Step is 30 feet. I teleport.
So you're saying what's for Misty Step? Do you have to have a clear path, or you just have to be able to see it?
It's just a point you can see.
Okay. It
I'll
would have been
I'll
half your movement to get up, and then
Yep.
you were at the door, so it would have been the rest of your movement to get to the window.
Correct.
So then you can see through the window, and you can move another 30 feet. Is what
Correct.
you're saying. Okay.
So I teleport 30 to an unoccupied space that you can see. And then I use my action to shape change and just to a random dwarf. I look a little bit between Daisla and Orbis together.
Hmm.
So, Bimir, you are propped against this door, sword in hand, Ashin trying to break through the other side, and you see this whiff of darkness. Actually, darkness is concentration, isn't it?
Yeah, I've done nothing to break concentration.
I know. Well, I could have made you check on the hit in the door, but it's fine. Anyway, point is, never mind. So you see this dark wisp just flow out the window, Bimir. Like it moves to the end of your room and then it's gone.
Well, he wouldn't have seen it move to the end of the room. It just would have stopped because I poofed out. It's 15 feet. It would have taken up his entire room.
Sure.
So I would
So
went to the window.
it
Nothing would have changed. I
fades.
would have poofed out, and he could see now.
Yes.
That's all.
Okay. I'm gonna go out the window and look out. I see a ball of darkness.
You didn't drop the concentration, so he
Backyard.
does see a ball of darkness. You just shape changed.
I know. I know.
Oh, that's great.
I thought it still would have covered the window though from the height of the window, but
And you
Oh,
teleported 30 feet.
teleported 30 feet.
that's true. 15-foot radius. Yeah. No, because it only been 15-foot radius. So
You look out the window, and Bimir, you look down and you see this ball of darkness.
yeah.
What do
Look
you
at the
do?
Ball of darkness. Look around my room. See the poop on my desk. Ashin, I think I can use your help after all. Goes over and picks up the poop and readies an attack for when the door opens.
Okay with this.
Wow. I would have thought you were going to cast like Shatter on the Darkness, but no, that's fine.
I'd be okay with that.
All right, you ready in action. Ashin, it's your turn.
I'd like to roll insight on that.
That's
fair. That's definitely fair.
Okay.
That was suspicious as all hell.
Was it though?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a.
that looks cocked to me. I mean,
It does actually.
It does kind of look cocked to me. It should be a 4, but you can roll it again.
just saying. God damn it. Still a 14.
That's an 11.
No, it sounds perfectly
Sounds normal.
normal.
You need
To
your
you.
help.
your
What do you need my help with?
You
Come on,
were
come in
trying
here.
to burst through the door, Ashin.
Yeah.
This last
Listen.
turn, you feel the resistance give on the door as you hear commotion and footsteps.
Okay. Give me just a second here.
Don't weasel your way out of this. This is your doing.
I feel like Bimir just has to make a ready to attack action and then see if it meets his AC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I feel like that you throwing it though would only be you wouldn't get proficiency with poop, so I think it'd be just your dex modifier. To be fair, it'd be a d20 plus your dex.
Unless he wraps it up and puts it in an arrow.
Unless you have proficiency in improvised weapons, I don't think that poop counts as a simpler martial weapon.
It's definitely a simple weapon. It's just
It's an improvised weapon in my eyes, but I think it'd be just your dex modifier.
Come on, Ashin. You know you're gonna go inside.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there was something I could do here.
Your reaction.
Yeah.
Why would you do that though? You were trying to break into the room.
I successfully deceived you.
So
And he successfully deceived you.
I will open the door.
I'm throwing poop at you.
Cool. Roll d20 and add your dex.
Roll a hit.
That is a 14.
That does not meet my AC.
Are you wearing your armor?
Of course, I'm always wearing my armor.
He does wear his armor all the time.
Well, you
That is true.
weren't the one time when you cleaned up real nice.
That was the one time.
Yeah, he usually is always wearing his full gear though, like a.
I'm just saying. I know.
Mm.
Bimir, you fling poop. Ashin, you open the door and you see rabbit pellets coming at your face, and they all hit the door as you continue opening it.
What was that for?
You know what it's for. I know where this is from.
Yeah, from your own butt. It's yours.
As they've done this, I'm taking the dash action to run around away from the place, drop darkness, and I just wander around as a dwarf back to the tavern.
We're going to go ahead and drop initiative now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Why'd you give Leif poop to put on my desk?
It was your poop.
Why did you save it?
That's very fair.
You've just been carrying around rabbit poop for the last 2 hours?
I mean, I'm a ranger.
Where did you
carry-
keep it?
In my pocket.
You carry poop around in your pocket?
Of course.
Oh, frick, Droop is no longer a bunny. I use darkness, which is concentration, polymorph is concentration.
So Droop, literally, as soon as you did all this, Istiria is reading her book at the bar. And Droop, as she's like petting him, all of a sudden just right back into Droop. And he's like, he's like got like half the carrot still in his mouth.
I'm not bunny anymore.
Sorry, Droop.
Oh, hi, Istiria.
Hi. She's gonna pick him up and put him on the floor. Like out of her lap.
Thanks for petting me. Was I fluffy?
Yes, you were fluffy and you were
Yes. I'm gonna have to make Leif make me a bunny more. That was nice.
Oh.
I left a present for Ashin in his hood.
That's near it.
Just shakes her head and goes back to her
Muted.
book.
You're muted again.
It is at that time that I begin to notice that I have an extra set of droppings in my hood. And I pull them out. And I look at Bimir. And I drop them at the floor right in his doorway. And I walk
What?
downstairs.
How much poop do you carry around? You carry it in your hood? Don't you wear that?
Like
These
mic
become
drop.
even worse.
The commotion dies down. Leif, you find yourself outside walking, having kind of shape changed to get away from the situation.
Yep.
Bimir, what do you end up doing? You just end up shutting the door and stay in your room.
Well, there's
Well,
poop
first
like
he has to clean the poop up.
yeah, it's in the doorway.
I will actually come back up the stairs and help him clean up.
Okay.
Oh, that's that nice.
Thank you.
It was all in good fun, Bimir.
Oh, I know.
I mean, you did give me a wedgie.
Still on that.
That was a long time ago.
I don't forget.
We'll see you as a longer memory.
I've been alive longer than you.
Fair enough.
I don't suppose we've never really talked about that, have we?
Not really. I mean, I assumed you were probably older than you looked being an elf, but
I am. So, yeah. I'm about 210. Still
Wow.
pretty young, but yeah, I've been around for a while.
I guess so.
It's been a long time since what's happened in my past has happened, but again,
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
forget.
past.
Yeah. And mind you, we're having this conversation while I'm like picking up poop and like putting it on the napkin and like scrubbing his floor a little bit, you know? A little bit of passive conversation while I'm cleaning his doorway.
Well, you had a sorcerer to cast prestidigitation on the doorway.
Yeah. Wish I had a sorcerer I could trust. I could cast prestidigitation on the doorway.
I suppose we could have asked Leif to cast prestidigitation on the doorway.
Yeah, funny thing, I'm sure we won't be able to find him downstairs.
While they're having this conversation, let's cut over to Leif. Leif, what are you doing while you're walking?
I'm honestly just going to find like a hidden area. I'm going to shape change back into Leif. And honestly, probably just go back to the tavern.
Okay. So as you guys are cleaning up, as you're just about finished, Leif will have you come through the door.
Yeah.
Back to Bimir and Ashin.
Sure would be nice if we had a sorcerer to cast prestidigitation to get rid of the smell and poo out of this doorway.
This is when I came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help with that. Goes up there. I cast when I get close, I cast prestidigitation and magically clean any of the poop areas. The smell goes away.
Thank you so much, best friend Leif.
I put the poop back in my pocket.
Both
How
poops or just the one poop? Do you have like a particular flavor that you like, or is it just?
Oh, you're mixing the poops.
Yep, I'm mixing them together.
Hmm. Okay.
Look,
Right.
hey, I don't eat the poop, guys. I use it to like put on my boots when I'm hunting to kind of cover my trail.
I figured you didn't eat it. I was just, I don't know. But Bimir and I kind of like to be on the nicer side of smells.
Yeah.
Which is Bimir, your hand's like kind of dirty with poop.
Not really. You use a
Okay, I'll clean the door. I will say first, I cleaned also any poop that you have on your person.
Prestidigitation. Target poop. Eradicate. Vaporize.
I see what you did there.
Well, we have the rest of the day. Bimir, no hard feelings.
Oh, I'm fine.
I know you're gonna seek revenge on me at some point, and that's perfectly fine.
Hey, that reminds me.
Who said anything about revenge between best friends?
Leif,
I'm a trusting person, but that wasn't very trustworthy.
Was it?
What's up, Ashin?
Roll inside.
I don't think I need to.
Do you suppose that I could? No, maybe that might not be. She might not be the person to ask. So, we just had this problem, and I'll just be forthcoming. Like, we were gonna just sneak into your room, Bimir, but I realized we don't have any way to pick locks. So
lockpicks.
I need to procure some lockpicks.
Like,
and I'm wondering if Halia would be a good person to ask.
I mean, she kind of just runs the miners' exchange.
You want to ask what is basically the equivalent of
a bank.
Yeah, that's
for
kind of strange.
implements that are generally used to steal things.
Yeah, that's kind of a very.
Right.
I mean, she is. I mean, she might be familiar with different types of like thieves' tools because she owns a bank and she would need to know what kind of locks would be best to prevent them. But I mean, that's probably the extent of her knowledge.
Pretty sure that you don't want to ask the.
Yeah, then you ask the bank about thieves' tools. It's kind of like
tools.
It just looks suspicious.
I mean,
you trying to steal from the bank?
No, I'm not. I just we've had some problems before about coming up against locked doors, and
have you considered the outfitters?
You know, I haven't. But
you know, the place that
picks?
sells all kinds of adventuring equipment.
Right, but lockpicks aren't something that is generally acceptable above board.
Yeah, that's more like underground kind of stuff that you'd get.
Or maybe a locksmith.
Is there a locksmith in Phandalin, DM? Do we know that?
You don't know that, but you haven't asked.
Or maybe the outfitter would supply locksmiths with their tools.
The outfitter?
Are
we talking about Barthens?
Harvin. No. Yeah, Barthens.
Yeah, Barthens. General store.
So, Bimir, would you want to come with me and maybe, with your silver tongue, help possibly convince them to sell them to us?
I mean,
I think you're better off with a locksmith.
You could probably just make some.
I mean, I don't have the know-how to make them.
Maybe the blacksmith does.
I could ask the blacksmith.
There you go.
But he know how to make them though?
Well,
if you know how to use them, you can probably tell him how to make them.
I mean,
I don't have proficiency with them, but I'd like to have proficiency with them. So I'd like to get started in learning how to use them.
our DM is rolling dice to figure out stuff.
Smithy don't know about lockpicks.
Fair.
Maybe I'll get some of my own.
Ooh, yeah, then you could both have lockpicks. That'd be useful.
Maybe we could train together and learn how to use learn how to use them proficiently. I mean, unless you guys know like a thief that'd be willing to train us.
Not really. I'm glad you guys can bond over poop and thievery at the same time.
Well,
would we just break in and entering? Are you looking to steal things or just break into the places?
Well, like on the off chance when we're adventuring and there's a locked door in front of us, we can just pick the lock instead of having to use our brute force key, Gotiruk, to crack the door open.
Or you could just misty step on the other side. Or
yeah,
Bimir,
but not all of us.
Bimir might have like a
can
spell. Bimir, do you have like a spell that can unlock doors?
No.
Okay. Where's Jot?
Not right now.
I mean, I guess technically you could probably freeze the lock and then we could, smash the lock and then open the door.
But I mean, there's more intricate locks
generally
than...
pretty loud.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm thinking, maybe I'd like to learn how to use thieves' tools.
Okay. Well, see if there's a locksmith in Phandalin.
Or a thief.
I mean, there's more people coming here. It's not unlikely.
You know, I wonder if I could ask one of those... That Red Brand kid. Huh.
I think based off of when we met him, he just kind of was like a random dude that got signed onto the Red Brands and then tried to attack us, and then he lived, then we reunited with his family. I don't think he was ever like an actual thief.
I mean, we don't know. We haven't really gone to talk to him. We should really do that.
Aren't they working at Ettermass? With the orchard?
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't had a conversation with them, though. I kind of would like to talk with him at some point.
Okay. I still think we should look for a locksmith.
Let's do that.
Do you need me for this, or just you and Bimir can go?
I mean, if you want to come along, I'm sure, you know.
I mean, you have Bimir. Bimir is good with words.
Yeah. As long as they don't spontaneously turn into a bunny.
That's true. I bet. I mean, as a bunny, you are still pretty charismatic. You are a cute little bunny.
It's kind of hard to talk to people about prices.
Just wiggle your nose.
No.
You get anything you want.
I think you should turn Gotiruk into a bunny next.
I would be worried about him having that new sword, and yeah, it might hurt after he's done.
That doesn't mean that he's going to hit you with it. I think he could appreciate the humor in it. Although he might just poop on you.
I think I'm okay for now. Also, I can't do that for a while. Then maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have used a lot of magic today.
Well, it's a good thing you're not exhausted.
Time. Well, I will leave you two to your lock-picking deeds and have fun. And go down the. Actually, I'm just gonna go to my room for now.
Well, it is lunchtime. Do you want to eat lunch first? Go have lunch.
I mean, yeah, I guess we can have lunch. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
lunch
hungry.
sounds good. As long as you cast prestidigitation on his hands first.
Cast precipitation on Ashin Sans.
Well, my poo hand was in the poo pocket still, so the poo is gone in that pocket now.
If your hand's in your pocket, whatever, that can be gone. Just poop everywhere. You'll be fine.
All right, I won't pick up any poo anymore.
At least not before you eat. And let's just go have lunch.
Yeah, let's have lunch. Let's go
I'm
meet up
pretty sure,
with Istiria and...
Gotiruk's already been eating for a while, so...
Yeah, but we could leave him eat for an hour and then show up and he would still be eating when we're done eating.
Yeah, that's why we can't go back to Neverwinter.
Oh my god, he'd put them out of business.
Exactly. I'm gonna go downstairs.
I will follow.
Me too.
Gotiruk, what are you doing?
I've been eating and laughing at the whole situation. I'm just hanging out at the bar.
Check your DMs.
Mhm.
Istiria,
Yes.
let's hang out with you for a moment.
Okay. She's reading a journal.
You are reading a journal.
Mm-hmm.
Thus far, you've been able to read a bit more about the life of this kind of elven emissary. And you have been reading more and more about the history of this kind of long war between elves and dwarves. And essentially, what you're learning is during this time, the dwarves and elves had a long-standing treaty where the dwarves would mine and provide resources to elves in exchange for them making arms and armament, but also safe passages through the forests. And one of the princes to the Dwarven king of Axholm was killed in the forest and blamed the elves. Thus, they stopped all supplies and shipments of ore and other fine minerals to the elves, who then ended up desperately needing that to continue to expand and protect their own interests. As tensions rose, this emissary was sent to try and parley with the king. And everything happened as it did in the story. She was ultimately held captive, and after she freed herself from her bonds, attempted to kill the king and was unsuccessful. And in her rage and disappointment in her unfinished business, became a banshee. You do happen upon some other chapters, though, that go into kind of various arts and lost druid secrets about stars and star maps. Give me 1 second here. And you read about how she talks about kind of wielding and weaving the power of starlight. Are you intrigued?
Hmm. That's why she keeps reading. She's very interested in it.
As you pursue on, you kind of read and see alluding kind of notes around star maps in different forms, but they're not very detailed. Just little bits you pick up here and there. And that's really all you're able to glean just from that book.
She does have a plan with everything that she's read. When the boys finally come downstairs. Asheen, do we still have that owl bear skin?
Of course.
Can I use it for something?
Sure. Let me go get it. It's in my room.
I find an owlbear in my room.
I think
Why
you're
would
safe
there
for the
be
rest
an
of the day.
Why would there be an owl bear in your room, Bimir?
And I bolt up the stairs into my room, and
That a day.
I grab the hide of the owlbear and I bring it downstairs. How much of it do you need?
She kind of makes a couple gestures with her hands, like a good bit of it.
Sure. Give me a second, and I will unroll it across the bar countertop, and I'll pull out my dagger and start cutting up what she needs.
Has this been treated, or is it just like...
It's been treating in my room.
Okay. It's just like...
Don't cut it on the bar. You'll scratch it.
No, it's fine. I know what I'm doing.
No, just on the floor maybe.
We can
No,
get
the
a
floor's dirty.
we can get a cutting board.
Yeah. Don't scratch up our bar.
Drew, can you get us a cutting board?
I'm not gonna cut up the bar.
Yes, you will. Drew, can you get us a cutting board?
Sure.
Thank you.
He's going to go in the kitchen and fetch a cutting board.
Man, you guys have no faith in me. I've been doing this like my whole life.
I mean, it's laying on the counter, and if you have to puncture it to cut through it, you're gonna just maybe just nick the counter.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And I say that as I'm still working on it.
Droop came back with the cutting board.
I'll lift the hide up where I'm cutting it so he can put it in under.
Here you go.
Put it back down and go back to cutting.
I'm going to sit next to Gotiruk and watch.
I'm kind of like. What?
Do you have
What?
any idea what's going on here? Leif.
He's cutting up an owlbear hide.
For what?
There's something that I would like to try to make.
Istiria's going to do some druid stuff.
Magic.
And after I'm done cutting up what she needs, I hand her the pieces that she wanted, and I'll roll the hide back up.
To roll her pieces up and put them in her bag for later.
And then I'll take it back upstairs and put it back where it was.
So
And
I
come
heard
back down.
Lunch? Food?
Sure.
Food?
Are you guys going to behave now?
Most likely, yeah.
I was behaving before.
Uh-huh.
I was not.
I know, I heard my own voice.
Yes. I had to convince Bimir to open the door, and he wouldn't open the door for me, so I decided to be someone else.
I mean, good choice. Nobody ever suspects Istiria.
Exactly.
Why would they suspect me in the first place?
Nobody would.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think there's much meat left here.
How long have you been eating food?
Probably the entire time
What day
we
is it?
were playing with darkness and poop.
Oh, yeah.
Did you eat all of our food?
You have to pay for that.
I know.
Okay. Just because you own the place doesn't mean that we don't have finances.
Droop, do we have anything left for lunch?
Let me go see. Today we had some soup, and we had, what did we have? Hold on, let me go back and check.
Well, he's back there checking. As for me, I am going to have to leave here in a couple days for a bit on a trip.
Oh. Do you want anybody to go with you?
No, I'll be okay. It's just a business trip for Halia. I do, even though I'm with all of you, I'm still her employee. I still work for her.
I know, but
You sure?
that can't be.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm not really sure yet. She's going to give me the details later.
You sure you don't want any of us to go with you? Like, I wouldn't mind taking a little side trip.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, once you get some more details, I mean, if anything, maybe Gotiruk can go, but besides that, I think I'll be okay. Sometimes just having a really intimidating person on the road stops people from trying to steal from you.
I mean, man.
You wouldn't want to bring your best friend?
I think a business trip would be the perfect time for you to exact revenge, so no. My room is free reign while you're gone, though. Just make sure anything important to dragons or any of my research or teas are left alone. You can do whatever you want to the bed or anything else.
Why would I do anything like that? It was all in good fun.
You know, I trust that. At the same time, I don't.
You're a smart man.
That is the second time people have talked about my intelligence today. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Maybe you're smart?
I'm no smarter than just the average person. I can just be a little creative.
How very humble of you.
More like honest.
I think humble's the better word.
But yeah, Gotiruk, would you want to take a? It should be only like a couple days trip. If I get more details, depending on what they're gonna do.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Wait for the foods.
Yeah, Droop's gonna come back.
And he's like, yeah, we got soup. And unfortunately, we have leftover soup.
Fine.
Kind of soup.
Well, that won't do. I think we need more meat.
I mean, more meat's good.
Well, I mean, maybe if you wouldn't have eaten all of it.
Is it a
Oh.
vegetable soup?
I mean, there are veggies in it. I didn't eat any.
Is there meat in it?
I was a bunny.
You were a bunny. Is there meat in the soup?
Yeah?
Okay. Istiria, would you be okay with that, or I mean, we can pick it out. I mean, but are you okay with picking it out, or is it like it's been in there? Just leave it alone.
You know,
Whatever you're comfortable with.
I will try it at least.
Okay. We will get the meat out of the soup for you.
You don't have to.
We will.
I think it's just deer.
Still meat.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna make my way back towards the kitchen to get some bowls and to grab the soup.
And Droop is gonna look at you.
Oisin, where are you going?
I'm hungry.
You don't just help yourself in my tavern. Go sit at the bar.
Ooh,
Don't
told
make me
you.
get my helmet.
Okay. I'm gonna grab some bowls for everybody.
Droop's gonna take his stick and whack your hands.
Ow!
I told you. Sit at the bar.
Fine.
Be right back.
And Droop kind of hops down and you just see him walk. Goes back behind the door. Gets a bunch of bowls of soup. Comes back out and hands each of you a bowl of soup. And then goes back in and brings out like this big old baguette. That like seems like it's fresh baked that day. And he kind of brings it up to the bar top and chops a nice little wedge for everybody and hands it out to you for your soup.
Perfect.
There.
Thank you.
Oh, but
See?
what about him and the cutting board? Huh? Huh? Nobody? Yeah.
In the cutting board.
Use the cutting board. It's on the counter.
He brought
said
it
bar
out
top.
here.
Oh, bar.
He said bar top.
Okay.
It's sitting
It's
on
too
the bar
big for the cutting board. In the tables, the bar top's made of wood. It's bread.
My point exactly!
It's not a dead animal hide. You have no manners, Oisin. Sometimes you really surprise me.
I have manners.
Carry poop in your pocket.
He's got different types of manners.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We see what he looks like when he cleans up once in a full moon.
So handsome. What happens the rest of the time?
Looks like this.
Look like my cousin.
I don't know how I feel about that comment, and I'm gonna go take my soup and go sit outside on the near the entryway and eat my soup.
He's very
Oh.
fetching for a goblin.
I'm gonna take a spoonful of soup, try it. I think it needs more meat.
Got deer in it.
It's not enough.
You ate all the
I will-
meat.
And I will
Where's
get
the
us more.
beef?
And I'm gonna pick my stuff
I'm
up.
going when he's there. I'm going to cast prestidigitation on Gotiruk soup, and it tastes like the vegetables taste like it has some hearty meat in there.
I can tell the difference, sir.
I know.
Can't fool me.
Still tastes like meat.
Gotta love meat.
The potatoes taste like bison or something in there.
Gotiruk, you head out of the tavern with your stuff, with your new sword, and head off into the woods. we're going to stick with you for just a smidge here. So Gotiruk, you kind of walk out kind of east of Phandalin. Actually, more like a northeast of Phandalin. And you come to more of like a thick, wooded area.
Dragon attacks.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh. 22.
Nice.
Gotiruk, you start making your way through what is a little bit more of a denser part of the forest. You remember seeing some decent-sized game come through here. But as you kind of walk between two of these trees, you look up and you see this massive amount of movement. And you roll initiative.
Oh, both of those are bad. 11.
Luckily, due to your perception check, you weren't surprised, but as you look up, you see a giant snake open its mouth, come straight down for your head as it goes to bite you.
Not this again.
He's pretty far in the forest. We won't be able to hear any of this, so
No, he's pretty far in the forest.
sweet. Have fun.
Yay.
If only that snake could be polymorphed into a bunny.
If only.
If only.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, man. It
Try.
comes down, and as it goes to bite you, its body kind of gets in the way, and it has to kind of adjust at the last minute as it's going to strike, and it doesn't quite have enough body length to really get you. It wasn't quite expecting you to be right there at that time. And you see this massive head with mouth open. Looks like it's got rows of these razor sharp teeth that seem to curl backwards in its mouth, with this kind of large kind of open maw with kind of like a big round hole for where its tongue goes, yellow eyes and green body laced with a big diamond down its back. And it's your turn.
This thing is huge.
It is huge. And it's in a tree.
Yeah, all right. I will grab my sword, and is it within striking range, or is it retreated back up into the tree a bit?
No. It's
Can I hit its head?
it's just right there. It went to snap
It's in
at
my
you,
face.
and it's right
Get
there.
got. All right. I'm using the new sword. Give me all your meat. And so I will rage. And I'm attacking.
As
it
you
with
say that, the sword vibrates in your hands. Do you want to try and make it do one of its abilities, or you just want to?
Oh yeah, it's catching fire.
Do you see this? Your hands kind of feel the vibrations, and in order to steady them, you feel the veins in your arms begin to bulge, and your entire body swells as you go into a rage. As you do, you feel that energy return back into the sword, and from the base of the crossguard, you see flame erupt the entire way of the blade and then go red hot as the edge of the blade is glowing red.
And I will swing at it.
Swing, bada bada. Let's go. That's a hit.
Yeah, that's 30, 20. And 46 plus 4. That's 23 damage.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, 27 damage. 27 damage total.
Gotiruk, as you swing at this thing's head, it kind of tries to move out of the way, and as it does, it has to bring more of its body down, and you cut right into the side, getting the entire blade kind of wedged in there, the red-hot edge just sinking straight into its body, and you just hear this kind of like weird hissing sound come out as the entire body just begins to move about erratically and kind of uncoil itself down to the ground in front of you.
And I'm swinging at it again now that it's closer. Is that cocked?
No, that's a 19, sir. Just go ahead and hit
19?
it.
Okay. And D6s. 16, 26, 30. It's 32 damage.
Gotiruk, you take another swipe at this thing. And as it coils back, getting ready to strike at you, you bring both hands straight across one of the large sections of its body, completely slicing it open like a hot knife through butter. You feel zero resistance as you see blood start to pour out of the side of this snake. It's looking rough.
Show me what you got.
This snake gets up close to you, and as you see it's kind of recoiling to strike, it lunges forward at you. And in doing so, moving its body, tears open that spot even more. In between that and the other spot, upper close, it doesn't even make it to you before its head just flops right at your feet, dead.
Just looking for deer, but snake will do.
It's a big snake. It's a big snake.
Would I be able to drag that home?
Oh, yeah.
Drag a lot. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dragging that thing with me.
This snake is probably 25 feet long.
Wow.
Dang.
Probably weighs a good 300 pounds.
I can handle it. So I would put my sword away and grab its tail so I feel like I'd be able to get a better grip around it and try to drag it home with me.
And you do. This
I
took you a
brought
little
some more
bit.
meat.
Yeah, this took you a little bit, but you end up kind of walking through kind of, again, the backside of the tavern. And in doing so, you kind of bring this thing and lay it back behind the tavern. You come in through the back door, go through the kitchen, and back into the middle. And Droop sees you first.
Oh, you're back. Did you catch any meat?
Got a good amount of meat. You should go check it out.
Droop hops down, goes through the back, and as Droop opens the door, he looks kind of down, and he just sees a tail. And then he looks further and further and further as he sees this giant snake stretched out. And he comes back
You got that all by yourself?
This sword is pretty nice. You ever had snake meat before?
No, but I think we're gonna.
Oh yeah.
I'll make sure we get this cooked up real nice.
And Droop
Let
goes
me
into
know
the
when it's
kitchen
finished.
and gets a big cleaver.
Let's do it.
Let's.
So let's go back to Ashin and Bimir. In Leif.
I'm out front still, eating my soup.
It feels like that's next to Istiria and Bimir.
Gotiruk was gone for a while. So you guys, this is Gotiruk's leaving to go hunting. We're kind of back in time a little bit. You guys have decided that you're going to go and try and find a locksmith.
Oh, I'm not accompanying them.
What are you doing, Leif?
Oh, I'm just next to Istiria currently.
Istiria, you got your owl hide. What were you doing?
Actually, it's in the portion of the journal where there was the information about the star maps and all of that. She's started to actually make some additions to that area because she wanted to experiment in making one.
Yeah, the notes are pretty sparse. You see a lot of references to it, but it's not something that you would necessarily know how to recreate at this point, other than just the fact that she's referenced a hide, those different types of things, like the components of said star map.
Okay.
But I don't think it was something that you would be like aware of at this point.
Okay. Other than that, she's just eating her soup.
Okay. I mean, again, Gotiruk's. So you guys, you're just eating your soup. Leif, you're just going to sit there. Ashin and Bimir, you're going to find a locksmith.
Sure.
Okay. You want to?
So,
I'll
make our way
Late's gonna read his book of potion brewing. That's
make our way over to the
Okay.
blacksmiths first.
Okay.
Just to ask him to see if he knows if there's a locksmith in town.
Sure. You walk up to Smithy's, and he kind of looks at you, gives a big smile on his face.
Hey,
Ashin, Bimir, how's everything going? I hope there's nothing wrong with the sword.
no, it's
Oh, no,
fantastic.
That's great.
Good. What can I do you for today?
Do you know if Phandalin has a locksmith?
Locksmith? No. Don't have one of those.
See, I'm looking for a particular set of tools.
Aye. What kind of tools?
Tools that could help us get past doors.
Be straight with your words, Ashin. I'm not good figuring out what you're saying. I can make most tools. What kind of tools are you looking for?
Yeah, very specifically, I'm gonna like look around and see if there's anyone like nearby.
He's just kind of giving you a weird look.
I'm looking for some lockpicks.
Oh, I see. That
Not
would
for
make
anything-
sense.
Not for anything illegal, but sometimes, you know, we've gone into some places that were old and had some locked doors, and it would be easier for us to, you know, get past those doors sometimes a little stealthier without having to have Gotiruk bust the door down. As effective as he is at busting down the door, it's not always the best approach.
I can see that. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. I'm not no experience with making those types of tools. Should go talk to Barthen. If there's anybody in town, it's him.
Yeah, we were going to go there next. I just figured I'd stop on the way.
Well, I appreciate that.
And just to
Yeah.
say thanks for your help with the sword.
Oh, thank you for letting me craft it. It's literally the finest piece I've ever done. Being a part of that
so
moment
far.
was
So
I'm sure
far,
you've-
correct.
I'm sure you've got other wondrous creations in your future.
well, I certainly hope so, and I appreciate you saying so.
Yeah, thank you. We'll go talk to Barthen and we'll find out if he's knows anybody or, you know. I mean, if I have to go all the way to Neverwinter, it's fine. But
Probably easier to find in Waterdeep. And Waterdeep's a lot closer.
Out of RP, is it a threat? Is that what I'm getting here? Is it a threat?
Oh, Waterdeep would probably have a Thieves Guild, most definitely.
Well, both of them will have thieves guilds.
No, I'm just saying from a player's perspective. Hey DM, unless you want us to go to Neverwinter, give us some fucking lockpicks.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what's being put down here. I understand extortion when I see it.
No, not at all. Those are two Waterdeep and Neverwinter would probably have Thieves Guilds.
Oh no, not at all. Not I. No.
Not at all.
Whatever do you mean?
My changeling, my deception is so high.
Didn't have to roll perception of that.
well, I
That's
may
fine.
come to
Continue.
you. I may come to you soon. I'm looking for a better bow, and I might need your help in possibly, seeking one out. I know you make your trade is more with metal, but
Aye, there's all kinds of metals though. And you know how
True.
to make mixed metals with woods and those types of things, obviously.
sure,
We could see about making you a better bow.
yeah, maybe someday. Someday soon. I would love it. I'd love to be able to use a piece of your work myself.
Oh, and would I love to have you wield one? I'll do some research on my end and let you know what I can come up with.
Sure. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. He's gonna bow his head a little bit and go back to good old fortune.
And we'll make our way to Barthen's.
You make your way over to Barthen's. And it's hustling and bustling. Middle of the afternoon. People coming and going, grabbing things as they can. You walk in, you see Barthen kind of walking around helping customers. You walk over to him and he's helping someone. He just gives you the...
Hey.
Yes, no.
Wait,
1 minute, please. Yes, if you... No, yes, that is... These are two of the Fist of Phandalin. Yes, I know. It's very exciting. No, if you want to find the camping gear, it's aisle 4. Yes. All right, how can I help you?
I'm wondering if you carried lockpicks for adventuring types.
Ah, lockpicks. Lockpicks. Give me a minute. Let's see if I can rustle something up in the back. He kind of shiftily looks around. Meet me in the back. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
I will very nonchalantly, kind of walk around the shop for a minute or so until people kind of get used to me being in there. And then when nobody's really paying attention to me, I'm going to make my way into the back.
When you get there, Barthen is... He's acting a little strangely.
Do we both get back there? Or
Yeah,
I'm
both of you
just
guys get back
okay.
there. You see him kind of open up an office door and kind of motion for you to go inside.
I will walk inside.
He's looking around.
Um,
I'll go in there too.
And he walks in behind you and shuts the door.
why the stealth?
Well, I know you haven't had too many interactions with me, but I do have a bit of a flair for the dramatic. That being said, I don't widely like to make it known in a town where mining and keeping people's goods safe that we might offer some different types of items.
Ah,
Sure.
But for you,
Well, that makes perfect sense.
But for you, we might be able to secure some tools.
Okay.
If that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess two sets of them if you have them. Like myself and Bimir both.
Well, I do have a set. I'll order another one in for my contact for next time.
All right.
Do you have a lock that I could practice with?
Or perhaps you know somebody that can help train us?
I do happen to know someone that might be able to train you. You probably already know her.
Oh.
Oh?
I don't want to name names, but sometimes when you pick locks, it takes a little luck. And he gives you a wink.
I knew it.
Ow.
I totally knew it.
But you didn't hear it from me.
Okay. Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right then.
So how much do I owe you for the set now?
So typically 50 gold pieces, if you're wondering.
Running with your normal discount, 35 gold pieces, and the equal amount for the one on back order.
Sure, I'll pay for both.
Wonderful.
Up front.
Oh, no need. I can pay for one of them.
Okay. And if you have like an actual lock that I could just practice with, that would be awesome.
Sure. And he goes and he kind of walks out of the room real quick, comes back, and just hands you a lock. On the house.
Sorry,
Here you go.
two
We keep
locks.
these all the time. You sure you're not going to need something a bit more unconventional?
What do you mean by unconventional?
Well, I mean, this is just a standard lock. I would assume that if you're looking to go on adventuring and need tools, you might need to be picking the locks to doors and whatnot.
Oh, we have to start from 0 and
Yeah,
work our way up.
right.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I mean, if you've got any other locks that you might
I mean,
think were...
Yeah,
Useful,
I'll
then.
purchase. I'll purchase like maybe a couple of different kinds, like this, and then like maybe a door lock if you have them, and so I can kind of practice with each type.
He'll
I'll work on
Huh?
something.
defer to your expertise, apparently, in the matter.
Well, I wouldn't call it expertise or anything. I would, sometimes shipments come in and you need to be able to open things up that they didn't send the key or someone has lost it along the way, and sometimes a hammer just won't do it. Sometimes it's easier to just finesse things a bit, if you know what I mean.
So, how much was the lock again?
Oh no, the lock's on the house.
Oh,
These
are
are
you
dime
sure?
a dozen. Yeah. We have all kinds of these things.
I need to replace my flint and steel.
Oh. I can't remember. Did you purchase those here?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I need to replace the one that I had because I donated it to the kitchen at the Five Finger Tavern.
Ah. Well, you say, I'll go fetch you one. Be right back.
Thank you. Man, Bimir, I didn't know that Barthen had this side.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
It's going to come back. All right, Oshin, that's 5 silver. Actually, for you, 3 silver.
I'll pay the 5. It's fine.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind for next time and put it on your tab.
And I will hand him the gold and silver, and I appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, keep this on hush hush.
Oh, of course.
We're good.
Right.
Have yourself a wonderful day.
You too.
Fortune favors the bold.
That it does. That it does.
I will walk out the door.
And you both leave and walk out to the road.
Should we go talk to Sister Gorilla?
Uh,
Do you think she's busy?
I'm guessing she'd find some time for us.
Sure.
But, I mean, I can go talk to her first if you want. Because, you know...
I mean,
I
I don't have anything going on. I just figured we'd go together since we're already walking together.
oh, just to see if she's busy.
Oh,
But yeah,
well,
we can go.
yeah, let's do that. We'll just go together.
You make your way back to the town center. And Sister Goraila's out by the shrine as usual, talking with different parishioners and helping them pray for Tamora to grant wishes.
When we get there, I'm gonna in Elvish. I'm gonna speak to her. Could I borrow you for a moment?
She's just gonna kind of look at you, gonna gives you the 1 minute and finishes up with the person she's talking to and makes her way over to you. Good day to you both. Fortune favors the bold. How can I help you?
Favors the bold.
Indeed, it does. A mutual acquaintance of ours said that we could perhaps come and speak with you for maybe a little bit of additional training.
She's going to look a little puzzled. Training? I mean, I can't train luck into your arsenal. If that's what you're asking.
Oh, you either have luck or you don't.
Well, you can certainly pray to Tamora for luck, but it's not something you can just will on demand.
True.
So that being said, what is it you think I can help train you in?
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and grab the lock and just pull it out and hold it for a second and then put it away.
You're gonna see she's gonna seize the lock. Oshin, I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Sometimes I'm gonna look to see if anybody's really paying attention to our conversation, because we're kind of standing out in the open.
There's, we're 2 members of the Fist of Phandalin talking to a priest of the... Maybe we can come back later and we can talk about the ways that Tamora can open new doors for us in the future.
Yeah.
And with that, you see her face kind of just... Yes. Come by my place later and I can certainly have a one-on-one session for members of the Fist of Phandalin with luck in how to pray to help rid us of this terrible dragon problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As they say, fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold.
She kind of gives you these, like... And then her face goes right back to normal.
This will come back later.
Probably once the sun goes down. You know, Bimir, as we're walking away, you could always have her come over for dinner.
Oh, that's true.
Should we ask her?
Oh, not right now. It'd be a little weird.
Well, let's get back. See what's going on.
Yep.
So you guys get back into the tavern. As you do, have you guys moved at all? Leif and Istiria?
I've just been reading the potion brewing book.
You guys are such bookworms. So the whole time, everyone's been doing all this stuff. You're just sitting there at the bar with a droop.
So yeah, when you guys were gone, there was that one time where a guy came in and he threw his meat at another guy, and the guy slipped on it and fell and bumped his head, and then he tried to get up, and the guy took his belt and his pants fell down, and it was just a whole big mess, and I had to beat up everybody with a stick.
That sounds eventful.
Yeah. And you see, there was another time where this one guy threw meat at another guy, and then he stepped into a fire, and it set his shirt on fire, and then it burned his hair off, so he was bald. And I beat him with a stick.
Okay, Droop.
It gets a little rowdy in here sometimes. I really miss you guys.
We're here now.
Well, I know. That's why I gotta share my stories. Man, people aren't gonna know what to do whenever I put on my helmet with my angry eyes.
He like makes like crazy eyes. He's like,
And beat him with my stick.
Ooh.
Oh, look. Oisin and Bimir back.
Oh, scary.
and Droop's gonna hold up his stick. Start laughing.
Please.
Most fearsome tavern keep in the land.
Please don't hit me.
You know it. You guys should really see this thing that Gotiruk caught out back.
Oh, what'd he get?
Well, you should go see.
I think I've
Istiria will get down. Take a
seen
look.
enough, but
Yeah.
Oh, come
does
on.
Does he
You
need
might
help or
shame
something?
your short sword.
And he starts taking his stick and putting it where you know where, right in his crotch and waving it about.
Mimir reaches into his bag and pulls out the extending staff and puts it in front and then activates it while it's pointed right at Droop and pokes him straight in the chest.
Oh, my. What is that thing? So long. Who knew, Bimir? I always thought you
guess-
just had a short sword. I didn't know you were a grower.
Mir's gonna bop him on the head with it and
Ow.
put it away.
Okay. Sorry, but seriously, go look at back. This makes it's impressive.
Sure. Does he need some help?
Probably.
All right. Now we'll make my way out back.
Gotiruk, I would assume you're back there butchering this thing.
Yeah, and grumbling and saying how much I hate snakes. Fucking snakes.
Hey.
I like snakes a lot.
Hey, brother.
Hi. I went hunting.
I'm gonna
That thing tried to
respond.
kill me.
I'm gonna respond to him in Elvish and say, "I see that."
Still not great at that language yet, but yeah.
You gotta practice.
Yeah, that thing tried to kill me. If I mentioned that I don't like snakes or dragons, lizards.
So, I kind of get that feeling. You want some help cutting it up?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've dealt with a snake, especially one half
This-
this size.
This is kind of huge. So, can I borrow a hand axe?
I'll grab one and toss it to him gently.
Hey, they're getting use.
I will take one of his hand axes and I will begin chopping it, like basically quartering the snake.
Gotiruk's a little angry looking as he's butchering this thing.
You're not gonna rage on me, are you, brother?
No, I already handled that earlier. I killed this thing.
I mean, it looks like you handled it quite well. You don't even really look all that bloody. Like, did it even touch you?
Didn't even come close.
Well, I guess it really wasn't a problem then, huh?
No.
Maybe the snake should be afraid of you.
If only it were. It wouldn't have jumped out on me.
Hey, I happen to like snake for food, so this is actually a great catch.
Good. Do you know how to cook it?
Yeah, on a spit normally, but this is kind of large, so probably on like an open, like a griddle or on a grill would be best.
I will defer to you for this one. I'll just keep going about angrily chopping up this snake.
I
What'd you
just
do with the head?
imagine you literally just like, mother piece of shit.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
what did you do with the
I'm
head?
tired of these mother effing snakes in my motherfucking forest.
Yep.
Kicked it around here somewhere. Go look around for the head that he's kicked.
What I'd like to. Can I make a survival check on the head to see if it was venomous?
Sure.
See the head, you could probably tell.
So that's a 23.
Yeah, so examining the head, you see right away that it has more of a, even though the head's enormous, right? You can see it has more of a gradual kind of shape to it, more of an oval shape with a slightly elongated kind of front section. And when you kind of open up the mouth, you see a few rows of kind of shorter, serrated-like teeth pointing backwards, and you immediately recognize that this is a constrictor, and so it is not venomous.
Yeah, totally was not venomous. So there goes that idea. But you know, this would make for a good mount on the wall. So I am gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to work on cleaning the head and like removing the insides from the inside the skull and
Going in your room or the tavern in general?
in the tavern. It's gonna go right above the bar, my friend.
Just gonna sneer at it and go
Would
back.
you rather have it in your room? We can like maybe turn it into a dartboard or something.
No.
No? Okay. Do you want me to put it in my room? I'll put it in my room if that's what you want.
That would be
But
ideal.
It's your kill though. Like I don't want to take your trophy.
But somewhere I don't have to see it.
Sure, I'll put it in my room. It's fine. I would like to
Gotiruk
preserve.
never went in there.
You just see
Some-
Gotiruk going in to see Ashin, forgetting the heads there, and he's like, "Son of a!" Cutting it off the wall. Ah!
Immediately rages.
Ashin, there's a big snake.
Tavern catches on fire.
I would also. Do you want me to make another survival check to like preserve some of the snake skin?
No. You're good.
Okay.
It's a 25-foot long snake. If you can't safely get some skin off there, I don't know if we can still call you a ranger.
Yeah, with your like 200 years of ranger experience.
Anybody want some snake skin boots?
That I wouldn't be opposed to.
I was gonna make you a shirt.
I'll stick to the chain.
It would go like over the chain or under it.
I know.
Make him a snakeskin gambison.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
Feel pretty good, probably.
And you continue hacking up this giant creature.
Carrie's get tired.
No.
Wake up, you.
Yeah, but Knight's gotta get us
I
to
hear
a
you, but-
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Your mic's up.
We'll get there. Night falls. Night falls. You guys have successfully carved up this ginormous snake. Toblin came over, grabbed a whole bunch of it, and took it back over to the inn where he has a big ice chest.
Oh, Bimir's gonna do a sending to
Oh.
Sister Gorilla.
Sweet.
Basically just saying, wow, that was awkward. We just heard that you could train locksmiths, and both of us wanted to learn to pick locks. Can you help?
That message cut off like several words ago.
Mm-hmm.
Only 25 words.
I
For
abridged it.
sending.
Whatever. Shut up.
Resent it. Okay. Resent it to the rest. All right.
Can she respond?
Yeah, she can
Yeah.
respond to it.
She just basically respond with awkward, need to talk.
Okay, I will sneak out the front. Well, not sneak, but just go
So
out.
she agrees to kind of meet with you, Bimir. And to kind of, for sake of brevity, when you guys catch up and you're able to meet, you kind of are off kind of down one of the few darker alleys that there are in Phandalin. And she has her hood up, and she just leans in close so that she can just kind of whisper, and you guys can whisper ear to ear. Bimir, who told you that I can pick locks?
Barthen?
That bastard.
Well,
It's
we
supposed to
did
be
go
a
in and-
secret.
We did go in and ask him for lock picks.
Yeah?
And for somebody that could maybe show us how to pick locks.
I mean, I can.
Really not something I could control. Ashin put it together pretty quick.
Yeah, okay. Bimir, you know why I can pick locks, right?
I'm assuming that it's in accordance with your duties.
It's because it's standard training for the Harpers.
I know.
Like, if I train Ashin, which I feel like I have to now, we might have to bring him into the fold. Do you think you can do that? Can we trust him
Maybe?
to keep that secret?
Okay. Does Dazelin know how? Or Norbis?
I mean, of course.
Well, maybe you can just say that you know that they've come to you before and they can train us. You don't know how, but you know that that they've come to you before with need of luck for picking these sorts of locks for the same kind of reasons we were looking for them. And
We can work with that.
can point us in their direction and they can train us because it makes sense for them because they're already doing the whole archaeology thing.
That's actually really good. Bimir, that's really good. Okay. There we go. We'll roll with that.
But on the other thing, maybe.
I mean, it certainly wouldn't be bad to have more assets.
He's got some anger issues.
Yeah, don't we all?
I mean, like, he's got a tattoo of the revenge god on his arm.
Yeah? I've seen worse.
I mean, there might be a control issue.
Well, as you know, we Harpers are about freedom. And harnessing that for the greater good, control's not exactly our game.
Right, but neither is just letting unchecked revenge go off.
No, but that's where trust comes in.
Right.
Do you think you can trust him to do the right thing? If you can, then we'll talk about ways that we could potentially bring him into the fold. Like I said, it certainly wouldn't be a bad thing to have more help.
Well, he's certainly capable.
Okay.
Maybe it's something we can talk about once we deal with the dragon.
That's a good idea. Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Okay. Fortune favors both.
Fortune favors the bold. She's kind of begrudgingly and makes her way into the darkness. And you make your way back to the bar.
Guys have any luck?
Who?
This was after they'd come back the first time.
Oh.
She's still gonna be asking Ashin.
Half luck?
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. I have what I need. I just need to learn how to use it.
Okay then.
Just between you and me, Istiria, I'm gonna like look around, kind of shifty-eyed. That Barthen fellow's a shady guy.
Really?
Oh, come now. I run a wonderfully top-notch Up
You're
and up
not
store.
here. You can't say anything.
I'm just a figment of Istiria's imagination, remembering me all nice and well-mannered, polite, and didn't get upset with Oshin when he was blatantly being an asshole. Bimir, you come back in.
He's gonna go just start looking at what's up on the adventure board, just to kind of see how things are going.
You see some smaller things, but nothing really of note currently. Couple errant monster sightings. Couple people posting for help with construction of various projects around town. You see a town guard kind of consignment flyer, but nothing that really stands out to you.
It looks like people are using it though, taking stuff or getting
Yeah.
it done.
You see lots of holes in the board. You see a couple of small knives that people are just kind of like off to the side that people have begun kind of just using to stick things up when they show up.
We'll
But
head upstairs.
yeah, but it comes to evening and it's time for everyone to get settled. Anything right before bed?
No, not particularly. Just gonna read the book till I go to sleep. I would like to make potions at some point.
Okay.
I want to knock on Bimir's door.
All right.
Bimir will crack the door open.
I can fill the room.
Darkness, see ya.
Weren't we supposed to go on a meeting?
Yeah.
When are we going?
I'm assuming back to Sister Grayla's.
We going now?
That seems like the right time.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys kind of sneak out and head across the town square over to Sister Grayla's. Before you even are able to knock on her door, you see it kind of half cock open. As in it's opening for you, not that it's just suspiciously left open.
Okay.
Look at Ashin and kind of nod for him to come in with me.
Sure. I will walk in.
You walk in and you see Sister Gorilla kind of walking kind of further into her house, and she turns around standing on her table and she goes, "Hello. Welcome you two. I'm interested. What is this that you're hoping to have me train you in?"
Okay. So we talked with Barthen, and because I was looking to procure some lockpicks
Mm-hmm.
and then learn how to use them. And I apologize for the, I guess, subterfuge? Is that the right word in common?
I think that's fairly appropriate if I understand your meaning. I'm not sure quite why he would send you to me, other than I do know of a couple fellows that might be able to help you in that endeavor. A couple,
okay.
I wouldn't say adventurers like yourself, but those that have some history in going into different areas where being able to get into things that are previously locked might be needed. And you already know them, so that's a plus.
Hmm.
Daislin and Norbus.
So I'd like to roll insight to see if she's being completely forthcoming with me.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
It's a 16. Yeah, 16.
So you can tell that she's being honest in that Daislin and Norbus can teach you how to pick locks.
So I'm just curious then, like, why he would name you specifically.
It is kind of curious why he would name me. I mean, I do deal a lot with luck.
Because he specifically said that you would be able to train us. I don't forget these things. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Maybe he was just alluding to the fact that I meet a lot of people around the town. I am one of the more popular spots, and that would most likely lead me to being able to point you in the right direction.
I mean, he made the effort to, like, usher us into the back room and, like, have this private conversation with us about this. So,
Oh, to be fair, he just said that you'd have to be lucky. So,
I mean, there's no way I'm not putting that together.
well, maybe he just knew that Sister Gorilla knew people and didn't know that we'd already known Daislin and Norbus.
I mean, it's possible, but with the words that he used, his choice of words kind of gives it away. Like, I don't understand the... I don't now. See, I'm confused now because I don't really understand why there's any necessity for
using weird language around lockpicking skills.
No, I understand that completely. What I don't understand is how this conversation is going the way that it's going.
Sorry, Sheen, you mean you asked if I could help to train you? I cannot. I can give you, pointed you in the right direction to
Sure.
Daislin and Norbus to help you. Normally, I don't, deal in making these things known, given that you are a member of the Fist and have protected us, and I know that you are probably going to be using these things in a proper context.
Well, absolutely. I mean, do I look like some common thief?
No,
Yeah,
not at
well,
all. However, in a mining town that is up and coming like we are, where there's constantly new people coming in, if there were those with particular affinities for being able to acquire things or to get through places that people don't want them to getting into, that's probably not the type of kind of reputation that people might want to have publicly garnered.
Okay.
And Timora is kind of known as a deity that most thieves would go to worship.
That
so it does
is
kind of make
indeed
sense that
True.
she might know some of the people that follow that path.
People come to me for luck in all things, and sometimes it's not always on the up and up. But in this case, luckily, we have two fairly proficient, from what I understand, excavators that should be able to provide some knowledge to you.
Okay.
I hope that helps.
Bimir's actually gonna roll deception to try and allay Ashin's suspicions.
The charmed becomes the charmer. maybe.
That's a 23.
Am I rolling insight to contest?
Yeah.
Oh man, give me a nat 20. That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
It's a 16.
You are buying what's being sold, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll find them tomorrow and have a conversation with them.
Sure thing. If there's ever anything else you need, please feel free to let me know, and I might be able to help in the future.
Thank you, sister, for your guidance as always.
May tomorrow guide you both. And as
Have a nice
always,
day. Evening, night. Yeah, that.
fortune favors the bold. Good evening, Ashin. Good evening, Bimir.
Good evening, sister.
And she kind of escorts you to the door, and you're able to leave.
Okay.
Gotiruk, have you just turned in for the evening?
Yeah.
Istiria, did you wait? Did you wait for
Yeah,
them?
after all that with the snake, I'm done.
She probably would have started her meditation, turning in.
Istiria, as you were out in the garden, kind of reflecting on the day, going into the meditation, the moon kind of smiles down on you. And even though you're kind of in a subconscious state, you can feel Sehanin's presence around you. And even though your eyes are closed, you feel as though the presence of the moon becomes greater. And you're able to sense the presence of the stars as well. It's almost like in your mind, if you were to turn your head up, even with your eyes closed, you'd be able to see all the constellations in the sky. And you hear the voice of Sehanin.
Istiria, I see you've discovered your true power. Continue to meditate to unlock more.
And you felt briefly the presence of Sehanin, and then it fades. And we are going to stop there for tonight. Fun times. Slaying big snakes.
Yeah.
Yay, big snakes.
Got some interesting twists to some characters. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to that one.
Let's hoping for Harper Ashin.
Mm-hmm.
Still happen.
Gotiruk might be going on a duo travel.
And you're taking him to see a dragon? You're such a dick.
In a village with a banshee.
All the things Gotiruk hates
He's
are going to
gonna-
be there. Oh, I love it.
Yay.
Yeah, he's going to ask Gotiruk wants to go. If Gotiruk goes with him, there will be a point before they even get halfway there where he can turn around.
Sure. It's going to be interesting.
We're
We'll
gonna
have to
end
see
up
what
with
happens.
Harper Ashin.
gonna be-
Ashin's sad. He wanted to go.
We're gonna
Yeah,
end up
he's not taking Ashin or Bimir.
We're gonna end up with Harper Ashin and Zentarum
Gotiruk.
Gotiruk.
Doubtful on the last one.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be.
And then Istiria all by herself in the lonesome middle.
Yeah, she'll probably attack.
Istiria about to go through some freaking ascension.
She's got the fake court.
That's true.
True.
All the while, you guys got stuff to do and things to do. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you're live with us on Twitch, if you're catching this on YouTube, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, drop us a little ring the bell with the notifications. That way you see whenever we do all the good stuff, fun stuff and things, and toss us some comments. Appreciate it. And we will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.